Have you ever wondered what it takes to ferry souls across the River Styx? What secrets does Charon, the Underworld's gatekeeper, hold? Join us as we explore the dark and gritty world of the Ferryman and uncover the truth behind his chilling journey. Chapter 1. The Ancient Greek Myth of Charon. In the world of the living, few speak his name, but in the world of the dead, all know him. His name is Charon, the Ferryman, the Gatekeeper, the silent guide across the dark waters. Long ago, in ancient Greece, people feared the moment when life would end, but they feared what came after even more. They believed that the soul left the body at death, and that the soul's first task was to find the River Styx, the black water that flowed between life and death. On the far shore waited Charon. He stood in his boat, a long, narrow craft worn by time. His hands, thin and strong, held a pole carved from ancient wood. His eyes were dark as the river itself. His cloak was heavy, as if it carried the weight of every soul he had ever ferried. He did not speak. He did not smile. He simply waited. The soul would approach, trembling. In its hand, a coin. The Greeks placed this coin, called an obol, in the mouth of the dead. It was payment for the ferryman. Without it, a soul could not cross. Without it, the soul would wander the shore forever. Lost, lonely, forgotten. When the coin was offered, Charon would nod. He would take it without a word, and the journey would begin. He pushed the boat from the shore. The pole stirred the black water. The river hissed as if it felt the souls pass over. No bird sang, no breeze blew. Only the sound of water against wood filled the air. The River Styx was more than a river. It was the line between two worlds. One step, and you left life behind. One ride, and you could never return. Charon's task was simple, but it was endless. Day after day, night after night, he carried souls across the Styx. Ancient stories spoke of him. In the Odyssey, the hero Odysseus saw the river and feared it. In paintings on vases and in carvings on stone, Charon's image appeared, always the same. A boat, a pole, a silent face in the dark. Charon was not a god. He did not rule, he did not command. But without him, no soul could reach the underworld. No soul could stand before Hades. He was a servant of the underworld, a keeper of the gate, a guide for the lost. Yet few thought about him. Few wondered how he felt. Few cared about the ferryman. He was a shadow, a tool, a part of the great machine of death. But Charon saw everything. He saw the faces of the young who died too soon. He saw the faces of the old who welcomed rest. He saw warriors, proud even in death. He saw beggars with no coin left behind on the shore. Every soul was different, but every journey was the same. A ride across the Styx, a step into the dark. Charon did not choose this task. He was bound to it. As long as death came, his work would never end. And so he waited, and ferried, and watched. Chapter 2. The River Styx, a gateway to the afterlife. The River Styx was no ordinary river. It was a river of shadows, a river of silence, a river of no return. It flowed between two worlds, one world of light and breath, one world of darkness and memory. The Greeks spoke of it in hushed voices. They called it a barrier, a wall of water that no living soul could cross. Only the dead could ride its waves. Only the dead could see its far shore. The Styx wound through the underworld like a black snake. Its water was dark as night. Its surface was still, yet deep and endless. They said the river could take many forms. A wide lake where no wind blew. A narrow stream that whispered as it ran. A roaring flood that swallowed all in its path. The poets wrote of the Styx. They spoke of its power, its danger, its promise. The gods themselves swore oaths on the Styx. For if a god broke such a promise, the river would punish them. A god who lied on the river's name would lose their voice for 9 years. Even the gods feared the Styx. In art, the river was shown as a black ribbon curling through a land of grey. In songs, it was a place of sorrow, a place where hope was left behind. The water of the Styx was said to burn like acid. It was poison to the touch. No mortal could drink from it and live. No hero could swim across its waves. Only Charon's boat could pass safely. Only his pole could stir its depths without harm. The river was more than water. It was a symbol of the line between life and death. A reminder that some journeys have only one direction. A soul who crossed the Styx left the world forever. There was no turning back. Many wondered what lay beneath its surface. Did it hide the memories of the dead? Did it carry their voices in its flow? Did it hold the secrets of all who had passed? No one knew. No one dared to ask. The Styx kept its secrets. Charon knew the river better than anyone. He had crossed it 1,000 times, 10,000, more. He had seen its face in storm and in calm. He had felt its weight in his bones. And yet, even Charon did not know all its mysteries. Even Charon felt the chill when the black water touched his boat. Some said the river was a punishment, a way to keep the dead from ever returning. Others said it was a mercy, a way to wash away pain before the soul entered the underworld. The Styx was not cruel, but it was not kind. It simply was. It waited, always, flowing through the world beneath the world, carrying the dead to their rest. Chapter 3. The Dark Side of Charon. A reimagined ferryman. Charon's boat glides over the Styx, but tonight the ferryman's eyes burn brighter. The world knows Charon as a servant, a guide, a shadow at the edge of the afterlife. But who is he, really? In this retelling, Charon is more than a keeper of coins, more than a silent figure on a black river. He is the memory of every soul he has carried, the weight of every promise broken by the living, the sorrow of every life cut short. Charon was not born of light, nor of flesh. He was shaped by the underworld itself, the first soul to cross the Styx, a soul that could not rest, a soul bound to serve. Long ago, he stood at the river's edge, a man once like any other. But death did not take him. Hades saw his strength, Hades saw his grief, and Hades gave him a task. Ferry them, the god said, carry the lost, bear their sorrow, guard the gate. And Charon obeyed. He had no choice. Over time he forgot his name, forgot his face, forgot his past. Only the river remained, only the boat, only the endless task. But the ferryman feels. Behind his hollow eyes, he feels. He feels the fear of souls who beg for mercy. He feels the anger of those who died too soon. He feels the silence of those who have nothing left to say. And he carries it all. Some say Charon is cruel, that he takes the coin but offers no comfort. But Charon is not cruel. He is tired. He is bound. He is the ferryman, and the ferryman cannot stop. In this reimagining, Charon's heart is heavy. He longs for rest. He longs for peace. But he knows his work will never end. Each soul reminds him of what he lost. Each crossing takes him deeper into his own shadow. And so, Charon is not just a guide. He is the bridge between life and death. The keeper of memories, too painful to forget. The watcher at the world's last door. His boat is more than wood. It is made of broken promises, of lost hopes, of dreams left behind on the shore. His pole is more than a tool. It is a mark of his duty, a reminder that the river will never stop flowing, and neither will he. Charon's dark side is not evil. It is sorrow. It is burden. It is the cost of seeing what no one else sees, the last look in a soul's eyes as it leaves the world. And still, he ferries, night after night, age after age, because Charon keeps his promise, even when the world forgets him. Chapter 4. The Soul's Passage, a journey into the unknown. The souls wait at the river's edge. Some stand tall, some fall to their knees, some weep, some stare into the dark, too numb for tears. All must board the boat, all must face the river. Charon waits, silent as always. His boat rests on the black water, his pole steady in his hand. He sees them, the young taken too soon, the old weary of the world, the lost who do not understand where they are. One by one they step into the boat. The wood creaks under the weight of sorrow. The air grows colder. No one speaks. There are no words for this journey. The river carries them forward. The Styx moves slowly, as if it mourns each soul. The dead look back at the fading shore. The world of light grows small. Memories rise and fall like waves. A mother's face, a lover's smile, a child's laugh, all slipping away. Some souls cry out, "Can I go back? Can I see them one more time? Is this the end?" But Charon does not answer, not because he is cruel, but because he knows there is no answer to give. The boat drifts on. The river grows deeper, the fog thickens, the far shore remains hidden. Charon feels their fear. He has felt it 1,000 times, 10,000. But each time it feels new. Each time it reminds him why he ferries them gently, why he guides them with care. The journey weighs on the souls. The unknown waits ahead, and the unknown frightens even the bravest heart. Some close their eyes as if to block it out. Some grip the boat's edge until their hands tremble. Some sit quietly, accepting the path they must take. The river holds its secret, what lies beyond the far shore. Few dare to wonder, few wish to know before their time. But the boat drifts on, and the shore draws near. Charon watches them, not as a judge, not as an enemy, but as a guide. He sees their stories in their eyes. He honors their fear. He honors their courage. The boat touches the far shore. The souls step out. Their feet sink into the mist. They look to Charon, some with thanks, some with sorrow, some with no expression at all. And Charon nods. A farewell, a blessing, unspoken. The boat turns back. The river waits for the next soul. And Charon begins again. Chapter 5. Charon's Legacy. A timeless symbol of death. Time passes. The world changes, but Charon remains. His boat still drifts across the dark water. His pole still stirs the Styx. His silent eyes still see every soul that crosses. The living have not forgotten him. In art, his face appears on ancient vases. In stories, his name is whispered in fear and wonder. In poems, he is the ferryman of sorrow, the keeper of the last path. Charon's image has lasted through the ages. A shadow at the edge of death, a guide between two worlds. In paintings, he is shown as thin and grey, cloaked in black. In statues, he stands tall in his boat, hands strong on his pole. In books and songs, he is the quiet voice that calls souls home. Even today, his legend lives on. Writers speak of him in dark tales. Artists draw his boat crossing endless rivers of mist. Films show him waiting at the shore, a figure of fate that none can escape. Why does Charon's story last? Because his task is timeless. Death comes to all. And Charon reminds us that death is a journey, a passage, a crossing that each of us must take. He is not the cause of death. He is not its master. He is its witness, its servant, its guide. Charon stands for more than the ferryman of myth. He stands for the truth that all life moves forward, that all paths end at the water's edge, and that beyond the water waits the unknown. The coin placed in the mouth of the dead was not just a fee. It was a symbol, a sign of respect for the journey ahead, a promise that the soul would not be left behind. Charon teaches us to honour those who go before, to remember the crossing, to face the unknown with quiet strength. His story shapes how we think about death, not as a single moment, but as a passage, a bridge from what was to what will be. And so, the ferryman's boat drifts on, through the ages, through the stories, through the hearts of those who wonder what lies beyond. Do you see Charon as a villain, a servant, or a silent hero? Share your thoughts below and tell us what this myth means to you. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe for more.